Hello, hello. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. This is try number 2. So if you were on the previous one and you've popped over here again, thank you very much for joining me again. So today we're going to talk about what are muscle energy techniques, or METs. You may have heard me talk about these before, or maybe this is your first time. Either way, give me a little thumbs up if you are watching, or a little heart to let me know you're out there, or comment below to let me know you're here. And I would love to know where you are watching from, even if you are watching this on catch up. So we're talking about muscle energy techniques today, and we're going to do a muscle energy technique at the same time. So we're going to do one for our hip rotators. So if you've been sitting all day at your desk, then you're going to love this one. You may have already done this one with me before. If you have, then please do it again. I do this every day at least once, and this may be a version that you haven't seen before. So this is trying to get both hips at the same time. It's a nice efficient way of doing it. So we're going to sit in this kind of cobbler pose, and you can have your legs a bit further away if you need to, or if you've got the flexibility and you feel comfortable here, you can be. It doesn't need to be. It's not a stretch, really important to remember. It's a muscle energy technique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my hands on my knees, and I'm going to gently press my knees up into my hands, and I'm going to find about a 20% contraction. So a really small amount of pressure. And it's not my hands pressing down into my knees. You might be used to doing that if you've done some yoga and you've done a cobbler pose in yoga. I want you to press your knees gently up into your hands. And we're going to hold this for about 20 seconds. So while we're holding it, I'm going to keep talking at you and explain what we're doing. We are just making a small 20% contraction, sub-maximal contraction. Let's release, that's probably about 20 seconds. And give your legs a wiggle. You can straighten them out if you want. And let's go again. We're going to do 4. So knees press up into the hands. So the idea behind this is we are sending small signals from the muscle, in between the muscle and the brain, to get muscles firing again when they're not working properly. Sometimes if we've got achy muscles, we feel like that maybe they're tight or stiff. But actually what it might be is that they're in spasm, and the spasm isn't something that you can feel. It's just when they're not working properly, basically. They're either too contracted or not, or they're underused, basically, so not functioning properly. Let's release. That was a bit over 20 seconds, but no worries. Shake it out. We're going to do 2 more. So pressing the knees up into the hands. So when the muscles are in spasm, we need to put this little contraction into them just to get them firing again properly, send a signal to the brain, connect the brain to the muscle, just to get them working properly. This could be for a variety of reasons. Like if you've been in one position for a long time, the muscle could be either really too much in contraction, it could have been too short, or in a too short a position for too long, or in too long a position for too long, if you haven't kind of moved around during the day. Let's release. Or perhaps if you've been doing lots and lots of little tiny contractions, like we do with our shimmies, for example, a lot of our belly dance hip work, or fusion dance hip work, whatever you like to call it. Let's do the last one. So knee pressing up into the hand. Sometimes the muscles can get a bit fatigued and become in spasm then. So this is a great one to do after your shimmy practice. So it can be quite challenging to find that 20% contraction first off. And it just takes a little bit of practice, if I'm honest. What you might find you're doing is you're pressing your hands down into your knees, or you're pressing your knees up too far because you want to feel something. And when you do these, actually, you're not really going to feel a lot. Let's release. So we've done 4 lots of 20 seconds. So just shake it out and come into a comfortable position. So you're probably not going to feel a lot because we're only doing a small contraction. If you can't really feel a lot, you're probably doing it right. And that's why these techniques can be a little bit challenging to get your head round at first, because we're so used to stretching, we're so used to really feeling that stretch happen. Whereas now what we're trying to do is a contraction, but it's a really small contraction. So I hope that makes sense. There's a couple of people watching. Please do put a comment in the box if you're watching and this is of interest to you. If you've got any questions, please do let me know. I think I can see my lovely Mandy watching there. Hi Mandy, how are you doing? What else did I want to say? Not too much else, I don't think, unless there's any questions. I'm just trying to keep these videos nice and short and sweet so you can just follow along and get on with your day. If you do have any questions and you're watching on catch up, please do feel free to put them in the comments and tag me, and I will come back to you on them afterwards. And yeah, I think that's it really. We just did a muscle energy technique to release the hips. I explained a little bit about what muscle energy techniques are about, or METs I call them. It's a little bit of a mouthful. Sometimes they're called anti-spasm as well, but I'm not sure about the word spasm because it really gives the idea of this shaking thing happen, which isn't really what's happening in the muscle. Anyway, if there's no questions, I'm going to leave it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this, give me a little thumbs up or give me a little heart if you enjoyed this and you found it useful. And please do share it or share with your friends if you think someone might enjoy this. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.